My name is Charlene, and I actually grew up in Virginia, in Roanoke, Virginia, kind of a small town, and I moved out to Los Angeles back in 1994.
My name is Mike Hyman, originally from outside of Chicago. Went to school in Indiana and moved out to LA about 4 years ago.
My name is Kyle Neckley. I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio. I'm 27 years old.
I started going to the doctor and trying to figure out how to get rid of this cough, and the doctor prescribed me some cough medication that had codeine in it.
I was really big into skating back in high school. Had a skating accident which led me to get surgery and got on pain pills for that and progressed to opiates. And that's when my addiction really took off.
And it started, just smoking weed, drinking. So I was maybe 13, really started smoking weed and drinking.
Now I'm doing OxyContin and even heroin, and I'm snorting heroin in the bathroom, and then I need a little bit of cocaine just to keep myself awake. I tried meth before, so I was using meth on the side too, because meth gives you energy, is what the way I was justifying it. And by this time too, I was because I had always snorted the cocaine and the heroin, and I wasn't shooting it, so I'd blown a hole in my nose. I actually had a hole in the, or I still do, had eaten away at the cartilage in my nose.
So I was 22 when I had a skating accident, had to get some surgery, did some ligament damage, fractured some bones, they healed improperly, and got prescribed pain pills. And I already had the addictive personality from drinking alcohol, using other substances. And once I started abusing those pain pills, led me to other things such as heroin. The first time I used heroin, it was a whole new experience. It was like getting a warm hug from God.
But it didn't become real until I was 19. I think that was when I really was all right, this is kind of I started getting really unhealthy. I started throwing up blood constantly. And I was just physically not in good shape.
If you're looking for treatment, you want to talk to as many people as you can. Try to find places that have been around a while. The most helpful thing for me, hands down, was talking to other people who had been through it, who knew how it felt, and who told me that I could get through it and I could be okay. It was the community.
For me, the place that I went to, it was more of a behavior modification. The treatment that I received was great, but the big thing was finding my people, finding my brothers, learning how to have fun in sobriety, and also working hard at it.
So here's the thing with rehab centers and sober livings and all the help, AA meetings, whatever, everything that's out there for help, you need to want to get help, or it doesn't matter, That's the big thing, man, because if you go into these things and you don't really want to get sober, it's tough. That's the big factor, is if you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, you can play the game, go to a million different places. There's no external thing that will keep you sober, There are external things that will help you get sober and stay sober if you choose.